Hello and welcome to the third paddle leg of this mega journey I'm doing. Today is the start of the trip down to Echuca, so that's a 6-day paddle, and I am going to be going past towns like Cobram, Tokenwall and Barma. And yeah, I'm pretty much going to be camping. Yeah, I'm camping all the way down there, so maybe a caravan park or two, but we'll see how we're going. Yeah, I'm going to change the formats of these videos a little bit and just give you sort of the highlights and the summaries rather than the ongoing update on how far I've gone and how far I've got to go and a bit of that moany-wony stuff. I'm going to get rid of all that just to make the videos a little bit shorter and a little bit more compelling. So I'll make sure that I include lots of wonderful video of all the wildlife, like my little friend the pelican just here. Alright, I'm going to get going. I've had a bit of a slow start, but it's still only about 7:45. I managed to get down into town and have a coffee and a bakery visit before sunrise, which was quite nice. So now, time to start paddling my first 40 kilometres of the next 270 kilometres.
I think about us calling. I think about us falling through the dark night and through time towards the light when you'll be mine. I think about us, I know the dawn is for us.
Well, it's time to procrastinate, so I thought I might answer a question that somebody asked me online. So someone was interested in knowing about the clothing that I've got on this trip and what I wear. So when I'm paddling, I basically on the top wear my rashi t-shirt that I generally will strip down to during the day when it gets hot. And then I've also got a merino icebreaker thermal top on, and then my Gore-Tex jacket over the top. That's pretty much my top gear. And then on the bottom I wear merino thermal pants with a pair of board shorts over the top. So the reason for the board shorts is not because it's a fashion statement, it's because it stops the thermals getting worn out when you're sitting on them. Plus it gives you a little bit more padding on your butt. Plus when you're running around on the banks and stuff, it doesn't look like I'm running around in my underwear. And then at night I've got another set of thermals I wear, and then I've got a puffer jacket, down puffer jacket, and that's pretty much the gear that I use on the water. And then I've also got another bag of town clothes that I can change into when I want to look a little bit more respectable and a little less feral. So that's the clothing. Whoa, the sun just came out, hang on. Oh, alright, the other question was about my my rule of not putting the boat on a vehicle before I get down to the end of the paddle. So that sort of came about because I decided that when I was going to do the summit to sea that I wanted to do it all under my own power. So whether it was hiking or pushing my bike through the mountains or paddling down the river, I decided that if there was going to be any point where I couldn't actually paddle, then I was going to walk it with the boat. So that's kind of the reasoning behind it. It's not like I'm doing this trip totally unsupported. I'm catching up with family and friends along the way. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that if I was going to do this river, I was going to do it all under my own power. So that's kind of the reasoning behind it. At the time, I hadn't planned to be doing 7-kilometre portages like I did the other day. I thought it was more just going to be walking around a few weirs and stuff. But hey, I'm committed to it now, so it can't necessarily be worse than doing that 7k walk. Well, could it? Hopefully not.
And of all the possibilities to think that you would be next to
I don't know what's happened, but it was sunny before, now the weather's gone really cold. I'm gonna have to put all my warm paddling gear back on, because before I was just in my t-shirt and now it's freezing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get back on the water and start paddling and warm up. It's a bit cold. Oh. Well, the drama never ends with this whole journey. So new development just behind me is Victoria, and as of midnight tonight they are going into a 7-day lockdown, which means that my whole trip is kind of screwed at the moment. So technically I'm allowed to apparently camp on the high water line on the banks, but the issue is I don't have enough food to get me through 7 days, so I was reliant on the towns on the Victorian side to replenish my supplies. So that's not really an option. So we are now in Operation Evacuate Andrew from the river mode. My parents are driving down from their place up near Yass, which is about 4 hours away, and they're bringing the trailer and they're going to take me back to their place. So I guess we're having a week delay while I wait out this lockdown, and then hopefully come back and continue down the river. So anyway, I need to go and find somewhere on the New South Wales side that I can actually get out, because we're kind of in the middle of nowhere at the moment. There is a bit of national park coming up, so I think I may be able to get out there and get up near the road where they can pick me up, because it will be after dark by the time they get here. And then, yeah, we'll play it by ear. So this video, which is meant to go out every week, will probably be out in 2 weeks' time. So, anyway, we'll just continue trying to get down this bloody river. So this here is my extraction point, I think. God, it looks muddy. Ugh. Oh well, I've got a week to clean all my gear. Oh well, fun and games. Well, I have made it to my extraction point on the New South Wales side. So we're in the Murray Valley Regional Park again, which lines the whole Murray River, and managed to find a spot where I could get out. I was a bit worried that I'd get to the point where there's a big cliff here and I couldn't get out. Actually, it looks like it would have been quite a nice campsite up here. Anyway, I've got probably about 2.5 hour, 3 hour wait till my folks get down here, so I'm going to get all my gear out and set up a bivouac and make myself dinner and kind of pretend I'm camping, but not actually camping. Anyway, I've had a bit of time to feel a bit more philosophical about it all, and you know what, this is a real first world problem. I'm not too worried about it. It's just one of these things that it could have always happened. I would have thought that it was more going to be that Melbourne would lock down, not the whole state of Victoria. But apparently the rules were that by 4 PM, which is about 20 minutes ago, if you hadn't crossed into New South Wales, then you'd have to go into lockdown as well in New South Wales. So fortunately I haven't been on the Victorian bank for probably about 4 hours or so, so I'm okay. I can do this all legitimately. Alrighty, I just need to haul my gear up here now, and then, I don't know, I might put this video out anyway. I don't think I can wait for another 2 weeks to put a video out, and I've got a week to kill, so I may as well do something with it. So maybe you'll get an early video. Catch you later.